Hey, what's up, good people? I'm QC. Welcome to this Talking and Grubbing live stream. I'm about to grow on a few of these Cheetos white cheddar bites. How's everybody doing this Friday? This Friday evening. I know a lot of y'all getting ready for the weekend. So am I. TC, what's up, man? All right. I was gonna do a live stream during the NFL draft last night, but I got busy with a few things, so I decided to come on here, do a live stream of the 2019 NFL draft so far. Now, the first round basically went, well, most of it not the way I expect. Johnny Talk Sports, what's up, man? Thanks for joining me. How you doing? But yeah, Kyler Murray, he went number one to the Arizona Cardinals. Nick Bosa, he went number two to the San Francisco 49ers. Quentin Williams, the defensive tackle out of Alabama, he went to the New York Jets. I'm stunned the Clippers forced the game six. I mean, yeah, the Warriors, they took it for granted. They thought the Clippers was just gonna roll and fold. But that team has a lot of fight in them. Now I'm hoping they can go back and force a game seven. I would love to see them force a game seven against the Warriors. Now continue with the rest of the draft. Gotta get my notes here. Okay. Cleveland Farrell got selected fourth by the Oakland Raiders. Now, Devin White got selected by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's the linebacker out of LSU. Now, I'm very surprised that the Giants took Daniel Jones, the Duke quarterback, with their 7th round pick. I definitely thought they were going to take Dwayne Haskins. And I know a lot of Giants fans are just calling for David Gettleman's head right now. I can bet my last dollar that if I were to talk to any New York Giants fan today that their sports radio phones blew up talking about getting rid of David Gettleman. And I don't blame them. That's a dumb move. Look, you already traded OBJ, Olivier Vernon to get, Jabril Peppers, Kevin Zeitler, and, another 1st round pick. Then you turn around with the overall pick and get a quarterback basically nobody's ever heard of. And David Jones wasn't even that good. I mean, 6th round pick. Giants pick 6. I'm sorry. I apologize. The Steelers, they traded up with the Broncos to get Devin Bush from the team up north, as though we Ohio State fans say when we refer to Michigan. We don't call them Michigan. We call them the team up north. Now, the 2nd round just started earlier this evening. Arizona Cardinals just drafted Byron Murphy. The Browns traded up at 46 from 49th to get Greedy Williams from LSU. Got one down Cheetos, bite. But yeah, that was a definitely good pickup for the Browns. They need more depth at the secondary. He definitely will go well with Denzel Ward, Terrence Mitchell, Demarius Randall. Hey, that could work as a duo. Dub and Dub, Ward and Williams. You never know. But I'm definitely happy to see that the Cardinals finally got the franchise quarterback. Now is a question about what they're going to do with Josh Rosen. They're definitely going to trade him sometime soon. If they can't get rid of him either this season, they're definitely going to get rid of him next offseason. Because Kyler Murray definitely fits the type of system that the new head coach Cliff Kingsbury wants to run. Plus, he was with him while he was the head coach of Texas A&M before Kyler transferred over to Oklahoma. Also, Dwayne Haskins ended up getting drafted by their the Giants' NFC East rival, the Washington Redskins. Wow. So instead of Dwayne going to the Big Apple, he goes to the nation's capital. but I think definitely Dwayne Haskins has a great chance of being a franchise quarterback. He could definitely be their QB of the future. I mean, Alex Smith, he's pretty solid, but no, Alex Smith is just good enough to get you to the playoffs, but he definitely can't get you to the big game. Look at the times he was with the San Francisco 49ers. They got to the NFC Championship game a couple of times, and they couldn't get to the Super Bowl. When he was with the Kansas City Chiefs, they couldn't even get to the AFC Championship game. And the draft has been interesting. You join me in the chat. Like this video. Chime in with your comments. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to take your head off. I had to wash that down. Now, the Steelers definitely, improved their linebacking core with Bush. As much as the Browns fans in me hates to say that, because my older brother, he's a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So I hope he's not watching this stream right now. But another player that I like, that I've been watching for the last few years, Dexter Lawrence from Clemson. The Giants took him with their 17th pick. That man is just a bruiser on the defensive end. He can pressure the quarterback, get sacks. Man, you don't want that 300-pound monster coming right at your direction. And if you're an old lineman, you know how tough he's going to be to block in the NFL? Whew. I feel sorry for the NFC East. Also, the Titans took another player that I really like later in the first round. That was Jeffrey Simmons. I was kind of hoping the Browns would get him, but hey, they just didn't have the pick. They just had the pick at the time. Also, go to the second round a little bit. The Raiders, they traded up. They kept on trading twice. First, they traded with the Bills. Then they traded. They also traded with the Jaguars. I'm sorry. I had to make sure that I was right. So they traded not once, but twice in the second round. What do you think about the draft? How did your team do? So the Bills with the trade from the Raiders, they got tackle Cody Ford from Oklahoma, and the Jaguars with their trade with the Raiders got their tackle in Jawan Taylor from Florida. So hometown kid who don't really have to, go too far to play NFL football. That's a cool thing. 49ers, they got Deebo Samuel from South Carolina. The Indianapolis Colts drafted Rock Ya-Sin from Temple, the cornerback. That's one hell of a name, Rock Ya-Sin. I mean, if he didn't play football, he could have been a rapper. That would have made a hell of a rap name. But yeah, if the Browns wouldn't have got greedy, I definitely would have wanted them to take Byron Murphy. I liked him too when he played at Washington. Cardinals, they got a hell of a quarterback. They really do. I see y'all coming in the chat. Come on, like this video. Come on, chime in with your comments. Don't be afraid. I assure you, I'm not working for the FBI. You know, I want to hear all your thoughts on this draft so far. The Dolphins, they took Christian Wilkins, another Clemson Tiger, in the first round. He said that he's going to definitely try his best to be the new star in Miami now that D Wade has retired. But the highlight of the second round, was when Reggie Wayne got on the stage as representing the Colts, and he talked mad trash to Titans fans. That was messed up, Reggie, man. Come on. You in their hometown. But it was still funny. Okay. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they drafted DB Sean Bunton from Central Michigan with that second round pick. This draft has been pretty interesting so far. We've seen people go where they were expected to go. We've seen some trades up and down and up and down again. But some players I thought that would be gone in the first round, they've been gone in this second round. I definitely thought Byron Murphy was going to be gone somewhere in the first round. And Greedy Williams. I thought both of them would be gone in the first round. But they ended up dropping in here in the second round. I definitely expect a lot of wide receivers to be picked up in this round too. There was only a couple that got picked up in the first round last night. And that was including Marquise Brown, who got drafted by the Ravens. So I definitely think more receivers are going to be drafted late in the second round as well as the third round. These are so good, y'all. But now the Browns fans in me definitely hopes the Browns get more depth at safety because they've lost Jabril Peppers. They signed Morgan Bennett. He's a little bit older now. So I definitely hope John Dorsey takes a safety a safety with his next pick in the third round. But there's still some good safeties out there. And also, there's a couple of wide receivers that I thought would go in the first round that are still available, like Ohio State's Paris Campbell, DK Metcalf. For you Browns fans out there, if y'all don't know, that's Eric Metcalf's younger cousin. And I think a lot of teams are apprehensive to take him because he only has 2% body fat. But he can run, he definitely can run routes well, but he kind of has trouble getting separation. And I think that's another reason why teams are apprehensive of drafting him. But who knows? With the right coaching, maybe he can, start getting separation between corners and DBs and safeties. Come on, y'all. Y'all can do. Come on, y'all. Join the chat. I want to know how your team did. But yeah, with this first round, a lot of QBs and defensive players were taken. With the second round so far, it's been more offensive linemen and defensive players that have been taken, and a lot less wide receivers. So, man, this draft is just gonna get more interesting. Okay, Johnny Talk Sports. I think the Falcons messed up their draft in a way. Okay, how do you think they messed up their draft? What do you think they should have done? Or who do you think they should have drafted? Let's see. With the first round, in the first round, the Falcons drafted Chris Lindstrom, the guard from Boston College. And late first round, they drafted Caleb Murray, the offensive tackle, excuse me, from Washington. Okay, they should have focused on defense instead of giving up their 2 picks tonight for McGray. Okay. Which position do you think they should have focused on? Okay, defensive tackle. Definitely. Definitely. They definitely had trouble. They definitely had problems last year. And you would think for the team that had the biggest Super Bowl blunder in Super Bowl history that they would get more defensive minded. I don't know. To me, the Falcons, if they keep on, they're going to be one of those teams that never reach their full potential because they didn't make the right moves. And the GM in Atlanta Falcons, Thomas Dimitroff, is a lot better than that. And also, got to give y'all a little bit more trivia. Thomas Dimitroff, first job in the NFL was with the Browns. He was on the grounds crew before, he worked his way up in the NFL and became the GM of the Falcons. I'll watch that down. So, yeah, if the Falcons kind of keep on making the wrong moves, they're definitely going to be the team that did not reach their full potential, especially with the talent they have in Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Grady Jarrett, Dante Freeman. All that talent's going to be wasted, and they didn't have the success that they should have had. So maybe, in later rounds, maybe the Falcons can find a diamond in the rough that could really help them out at defensive tackle. At least that's what I'm hoping. But I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer because I got a couple things to do. I just wanted to talk with y'all about this NFL draft so far. I can't wait to see what happens for the rest of the draft in later rounds. I will be back soon with another live stream. Matter of fact, I'll be back with a live stream this Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that. Also, this Western Conference first round is wrapping up pretty soon. I'll definitely do a live stream breaking down the Western Conference semifinals as soon as the Warriors and Clippers wrap up and the Nuggets and Spurs wrap up. Till then, y'all have a good one. Love y'all to life. QC out and enjoy your weekend.